So we've made some progress since last time we talked. So far, what you can see that's different is the vinyl has been attached and the T-molding has also been installed. The coin mechanisms are also in. So this is the design that we went with here. This is adapted from Tempest. So that little star there's usually laser beams that kind of come out in all directions, but Allison was able to modify it and change the color scheme. So where we got kind of this theme going on here. And around the side, we've also got, this is an adaptation from Gyrus. The color scheme has been changed again, and there's been some stars added and subtracted from some places to kind of keep the artwork continuous. But the vinyl, really high quality stuff coming out of a local print shop. So I went with a night printing, and this was they used their sign shop. This is the level of vinyl that they use, the Roland vinyl, which is just really strong, really easy to work with. So I was able to get that trimmed out and underneath and cut out the hole for the switch here. Same thing over here on this side, and all the T-molding is installed. Very pleased with how it came out. It is a matte finish, so that helps hide some of the imperfections because, you know, it's just latex paint underneath, and you can probably see under high definition there's little imperfections in the paint. I didn't sand it to make it super glossy smooth, so very tolerant and very easy to work with. So quite pleased with the with how that turned out. And next we have over here, this is the control panel. I was able to, on my first shot, get this Lexan to get all these holes, to cut all these holes in here. So I used a Forstner bit, which really did more melting than it did cutting, which I think is one of the issues when it comes to working with this kind of stuff. I think another real big issue to bring up here is that this isn't plexiglass, and I've said it before, but this is actually Lexan. So if anybody out there is thinking about doing this stuff is considerably more expensive than plexiglass, but there's a good reason for it. It is very easy to work with. It's very forgiving. You can take a router to it, you can take most saws to it, and it's not going to crack. So I was able to put these little holes here, did a Forstner bit, and then dropped a screw on top of it, black screws, just to keep it from peeling up. And then all of the trim, everything came out real nice, and that's a piece of vinyl underneath. It was a little rough around the edges after I cut it, so I simply just took a razor blade and drug it along the side, and there was just it was just coming right off like butter. So Lexan is fantastic to work with. Now, how long does it last? I don't know. I know that it scratches very easily, and if you were to wear a watch or something while you're playing and put that down, it certainly will scratch it. But for now, I'm very pleased with how it turned out. Everything fit. I don't have the switches installed yet, and I'm going to do my best to kind of flip this over to show you what is next in the project. So this is what I've got going on here. I've got these 2x4s with cotton t-shirts on them so it doesn't scratch the Lexan, which it probably still will scratch the Lexan. But we're going to do our best to try to keep it clean as we go. So I have to pipe all of this stuff, and I'm going to step back so you can see it a little better. All of these wires, we've got to get those, and here's the rest of it. Here's the harness that it goes to. It's all disassembled now. Here's all the switches, the audio cord. This is the other end of the DB25 that's going to accept the existing switches on the cabinet, and then here's the brain. This Ultimark iPack Ultimate IO, which is basically, it takes all of the switches and it also takes all of the LEDs, handles all of it in one convenient little USB package. So that's where we are. This part is going to take quite some time because I want to do it right. I want to make sure that the wires are piped and they are very neat and clean, and we don't end up with this kind of what I had, if you look at the earlier videos, just the rat's nest. Of interesting note, this monster of a track ball, when I added this, what equated to about an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of Lexan here. I had to go back and route this thing because the neck wasn't long enough, so it was recessed in there. It was very unpleasant, so I had to disassemble the whole thing and put it back together. The only other issue that I had was the length of the joysticks. So these are the bat tops, not the like the Sanwa balls, but the bat tops. And the ones that these ones that I really like, these that have these switches, is very simple, like old school. The one that I had was the Ultimark 360, which used magnets and all kinds of things. It was too short, so I had to disassemble both of those, put those together, and I robbed the longer one from the Ultimark 360, which was good because I was just about to order one off of the iPack website when I saw that these were compatible. You just had to take them apart. So that was a win. We just have a lot of soldering and a lot of wiring to do. So I think this is going to be one of the biggest parts of the project, is just really making sure that things are neat as we go through this here. So we'll keep you updated as we go, and give you one last shot of the artwork. Some people say that the artwork's a little audacious, and I say, okay, I like it. I like this this blue and magenta and orange and black and white and the space theme. So it's Allison says it doesn't match our decor, and I said that's fine because it's going in the room. So great, we will catch up with you next time.